Muy buenas a todos, chavales, ¿qué tal estáis? Soy Tachi y bueno, hoy os traigo un partido del NBA 2K14 que lo conseguí hace muy poquito y sale el viernes, así que nada, os voy a dejar con el partido. San Antonio Spurs contra Chicago Bulls. Espero que os guste y nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Adiós.
Trailing by 10. Outside Butler. From deep. Rejected by Ginobili. Boozer against Duncan. Boozer passes to Rose. 4 on the shot clock. And it's good. And it's 7 points for Carlos Boozer.
When Derrick Rose came into the league, he was mostly viewed as just a scoring point guard. But he's done a nice job of finding ways to boost his assist total and be more of a playmaker for his teammates. And he's done that each year he's been in the league. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Here's Leonard. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. They get Luol Deng. Well, Clark, you mentioned Rose's assist totals have climbed pretty steadily over the years. And, Steve, I know you appreciate that. With all that he can do, he's always looking for others.
And I think that's what makes him so dangerous offensively, because he can create his own shot or for his teammates. You know, he may not be just a pure point guard, but it's not because of a lack of passing ability. He's a modern-day point guard who can do anything.
The Spurs making a switch here. Parker's checked in.
And as you might expect for the team with the second-best record in the West, the Spurs dominated the East last season, played each team twice for a total of 30 games, and went 25-5 in that stretch.
You know, the instant that steal was made, they were off and running the other way.
Ball pressure, then a run-out, Steve. That's perfection to me.
Back to Gibson. Gets the lead pass. Rose dishes to Boozer. Pass to Rose. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Rose has got his first points in this one. Parker kicks to Splitter. And Boozer with the block. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. With 4 seconds on the clock. And Parker gets it to go. The assist from Tiago Splitter. 14 points for Tony Parker.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
And we finished one half of basketball. It's San Antonio. They lead by 14. Time
now, presented by Sprint. And coming the Sprint halftime report, presented by Sprint.
And one of the shores of Lake Michigan, the lights of the great city of Chicago. As we return, it's been a clinic from Tony Parker.
Seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And, Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, one of the most respected coaches in the league. As hard as he works, he's never took the game or himself too seriously. Asked about his creativity as a coach, he said, quote, "Oh, heck, I don't know anything about innovation. Here's my innovation. I drafted Tim Duncan." Okay, end of story. Guys, always a straight shooter.
Thank you, Doris. I would say Coach Popovich sold himself a little bit short. He's a very humble guy and very well respected.
Oh, he sure is. And he knows how much Duncan does out there, but we all know what a great coach Pop is.
Boozer kicks to Rose. And the 3 off target.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Bulls trail by 16.
You know, last year, guys, I think it was in mid-February, Rose said that he wouldn't mind taking the whole year off. Usually you never hear stuff like that come out of a star's mouth, but his reasoning sounded sound. you have to listen to your body and take it from there. And everybody's a little different in how they respond, not only to an injury, but how they get ready to return and come back to the court.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Well, you go back to Rose and his recovery from that tough ACL tear. There was a fair amount of pressure on him to return in the playoffs, especially with other Bulls players themselves, Steve, battling through injury.
In fact, I was vocal about it, Kevin. I said that I thought he should come back, that he owed it to his teammates, but in the end, he had to feel right. He had to feel confident, and if that was not the case, then he made the right decision in holding off to play this year.
He sniffed out that board and then powered it back in.
Pure Mike Clark, so strong, going back up with that one.
That's exactly what he's capable of, guys. So strong.
Pues nada, lo vamos a dejar aquí. Espero que os haya gustado el gameplay y nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Adiós.